What's going on, guys? This is KNasty39 here. Welcome back to another episode of the Toronto Blue Jays franchise, episode 24. We just finished 2025 season. We have won the World Series back-to-back. Nice to see. I normally don't come up with a title of a video until after I've recorded it. I already know the title of this video is going to be, because this is going to be the hardest offseason, toughest decisions we've had making a while. We have so many big free agents. A couple episodes ago, I mentioned we had a 2-year window of all our players under team control. We won the World Series both years, so we nailed that out of the park. However, Buehler is a free agent this offseason. Vlad is a free agent. He just hit the Triple Crown and he's a free agent at 26. Buehler is 30. We have Bruno Armas as a free agent. You guys don't want me to let him go. I mean, I know Vlad is like homegrown because he's an international free agent. We drafted Bruno. We drafted him, so I really want to keep him, and he's been so cheap. Wade Denson's also a free agent. Now, he's nothing crazy good, but he's been a bullpen guy for us for a long time. Yami Garcia's a free agent. Now, he's 34. Same with Robbie Scott. Luke Hudson's not a free agent, but he's arbitration eligible. And Huerta, he's just a minor leaguer. But, as you can see, we have massive players hitting free agency. So, let's get into the offseason. Let's see, anyone on players retired. Murphy Smith. Wow. Look at the velo and break. 99 velocity, 99 break. Nothing good at anything else, but jeez. Kimbrel retired with 526 career saves. I wonder if he will be in the Hall of Fame. We'll find out soon. Cody Allen retired. Ended up with the Yankees, which is weird because he's got that beard. I mean, I always think of, like, when I see a player with like a beard on the Yankees, it takes me a minute. I have to see them like at their press conference, like fully shaved, like, okay, he's now a Yankee. He just signed with the Angels in real life, right when I'm recording this. So if you want to know when I am recording this, because I record this usually in bulk, now you know. Brad Hand retired. Had a very good career, 800 innings pitched, 3.54 ERA. Joe Kelly retired. He pitched for the Yankees again. That is just, and he doesn't have facial hair. It's just funny. James Paxton, speaking of actual Yankees, never went to the Yankees in this franchise. Finished with a 4.03 ERA, not too bad. For Big Maple, Corey Ray, any other big players? Kenley Jansen finished with 511 saves. I think we got 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Hall of Fame closers. Moment of silence. I salute you, Andrew. We never had him in this franchise. Good luck to whatever you do, Andrew. We will miss you. Guy's such a glitch. It's like the first franchise we never got him in. Corbin retired. Had a good career. Some big names retired. All right. Jansen, Kimbrel, and Bumgarner was a free agent, so why we didn't see him. So, yeah, that's a nice Hall of Fame class, if I do say so myself. All right. Oh my God, Archie Bradley is a player option, and Jack Flaherty. Now, I never see these players decline their player options. However, Archie Bradley did break the single season save record. Like, we saw those 2 Hall of Fame closers. Bradley's on the fast track as well. I mean, he's 33 with 385 career saves and an ERA of 3.53, which isn't great. But yeah. All right, so Vlad, just, tender qualifying offers on all of these guys before I forget. And how much does Denson want per year? $10 million. We'll give him a qualifying offer as well. Robbie Scott, how much does he want a year for? And Yimi 2.7. All right, that's done. So Vlad, definitely want to keep him. He's only 27. He has 302 career home runs. That's solid. He wants to stay. Perfect. So I think we can keep him. Bruno, he wants to stay, so we'll give him that player option as well. And I want to wait on these 2 guys first. What does it say for our budget? 2.16, so I'm not sure how our money is going to be affected. We do have such good farm system, though. We can't see the top prospects, but we have an amazing farm system that we can rebuild from within. We have Castilla, who is going to take over or be in their rotation once Buehler is gone. That's why I'm okay with leaving Buehler. Now, if you look, he is by far the best pitcher we had in terms of overall. But in terms of guys I trust, I mean, Burkett last year in the playoffs as a rookie was amazing. Campos has been really solid. Last year did kind of struggle. Flaherty, I feel like, has been, even though his clutch rating was only 54, Buehler's was 80. I always just trusted Flaherty more. But let's see if we kept Vlad and Bruno. Let's see. Perfect. We kept them both. And they're both 5 years, and they're only both 27. So it's 4 with a player, but so they're going to be 31 to 32 when their contract's up. At that point, they're probably still going to start regressing, and we'll go from there. So Archie Bradley exercises player option for $8.4 million for him. That's a great deal. And Flaherty has exercised player option $24 million. So our budget is now, we're basically at our budget, and we still haven't even got to. I don't think we're going to be able to keep Scott and Garcia. So we're going to have to rebuild the bullpen from within. We don't need to do anything with the coaches. They all got 8 years or more of time left with us. So let's take a look at arbitration. Oh, perfect. There's only one name. It's a big name. It's Hudson. He's already 27. I mean, he only has 3 years of service. I mean, you saw Vlad and you saw Bruno. They're the same age as Hudson. But Hudson, I mean, every year in the bigs, he's hit over 30 home runs. He's a career, you can't see my head's blocking it. It's 268 career hitter, 322 on base. He doesn't really walk, but he does slug over 500 for his career, which is not bad. He's been our DH, so his WAR is never crazy high, but I do like him a lot. However, 3 years for 7.7. That's the same as a 1 year deal. That takes him to he's 30. That takes him to he's a free agent, and we'll probably just end up at that point. I mean, we'll figure out what we're gonna do at that point. He's probably gonna become unrestricted free agent. Tender contract. So now we got some big names here. Now Burkett was amazing for us, like I mentioned. His stamina is not great, so I mean that is kind of an issue. But we can definitely send him dirt cheap. I don't know why this games lets us do this, but I'm not going to complain. Carmine Huerta, a third baseman. I definitely do like the player that he could be, or already is. He's already an 82 overall. He is already 24, so he's not young. I'm not sure if we will trade him for prospects, or, I mean, he's kind of a prospect, but I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have a spot for him, because Vlad's our third baseman, and he is now locked up long term. Huerta is kind of that insurance policy. A great arm at 95 arm. Tatis. So let's just take a look at the team, I guess, real quick. So rotation: Flaherty, Burkett, Campos, Bauer, and then Castilla. Nate Pearson still will probably be our long man, and we still have like Hudson, A potential, some other. Look at all these prospects, and we got more down here. Reyes is an A potential. Not too bad relievers. So right now there's Archie Bradley, but then we have a lot of young closers. Way too many, I feel like. Probably rock with a bunch of them. Catchers, we got Reese McGuire. Riley Emerson, backup. Herring is working his way up through the system, but he's not ready. First base, Matt Olson. Nieto is a backup. He will probably be our backup first baseman. We do have Josh Naylor, who... or maybe we trade Nieto. I don't know. Nieto, or Nito. I'm not sure. Naito. He can play catcher. Interesting. We might rock him as our backup catcher. I might do that. Saves a roster spot. Calzado's our second baseman. Third base is Vlad. Shortstop's Fernando Tatis Jr. Rudy in left. Bruno in center. Delgadio in right. And then Hudson's our DH. So we really don't have a spot for Huerta. Our team, maybe just add bullpen. So let's take a look. Let's go through these. So Bourbon, we definitely want to keep him around. There's Nito. So I'm going to go through, sign all these guys just to these small contracts. Delgadio, I don't want to give him the big money yet just because he only had 1 year. And, I mean, it wasn't that good. Now he has 98, I think, potential. So I'm still going to be high on the kid. Give him every chance he needs. But, yeah, I'm going to... Ooh, he wants a cheap deal for 4 years. I'm not going to pay him the big bucks yet. So let me just go. We have Rodney Champion, too, who can really hit. Jeez. We can definitely get some really good relievers, I feel like, if we need more. And then, yeah, so let me go sign all these guys. You don't need to see me do all this. And then we'll move forward with the offseason. All right, so we took care of all those contracts. As you can see, there's a lot of players that are eligible for the Rule 5 draft we could lose. So let's go and take care of that. I want to add just Castilla to the, not just the 40-man, but to the big league roster. Peter Hudson, he's 26 with an A potential. I almost just want to trade him for the betterment of him. Like, he deserves to be on a big league club, and it's not going to be ours. So I almost feel like to do him like a good faith move and give him a chance to play. So I might just trade him in any trade we make to get anyone to help. So kind of that's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Now, I do want to maybe upgrade the bullpen. But the only thing is, like, these guys are young. Well, these guys are 27, but he's 21 with an A potential. He's 21 with a B potential. He's 24 with an A potential who is eligible for the Rule 5 draft. Like, but we don't have a guy who I know would be good. You know what I mean? So I don't know what our money's like. I don't know if we can keep guys like, I don't know, we may have to trade a guy or two because our budget is we're just barely over it. Let's see, Huerta is not eligible for the 5 draft. Look at Silva as a hitter. Wow. I almost want to put him at first. He does have a secondary position at first. Like, low-key, put him at first every day. He's not going to be a good fielder, but that dude's going to hit 320. If we have to move on from, like, if, like, our budget is just too high and we can't we have to trade someone, I might trade, low-key, can Champion play first? He can't. I might low-key trade Matt Olson. Because we have so many freaking, we have so many players. All right, Rick Bell's the only one, but I'm not too worried about him. The rest are all C potentials or some relievers or starters. If a team wants to pluck them, they can. So I don't know if, like, we offered arbitration these contracts, but our budget's so tight, I don't know if we can even afford it. Now let's just take a look at future contracts. So we might move on from Jack Flaherty. That's something we might do. Matt Olson's actually got 3 years remaining on a relatively friendly contract, so I kind of want to move on from him. This offseason, though, next offseason, we're going to lose Flaherty, or we'll be free agents. I'm not going to say lose. Flaherty, now he won't be any more expensive if we keep him. Brennan would be. Archie Bradley probably would be. McGuire will probably move on from him. Just that catcher, he's going to want $20 million. Now, the way he hit last year, if he hits 300 with 20 bombs with his elite defense, yeah, he might be worth $20 million. Campos is going to be a free agent. So we have more guys who are coming up on free agency very soon. But let's see what happens in this offseason. We can take a look at free agents, and we can't sign any of them. Magdal's a free agent. He hit 30 home runs last year at second. Walker Buehler, obviously, we know is a free agent. Soraka, Justice Sheffield. Soto is a free agent. He's actually going down at age 27. Wow. Brendan Rodgers is a free agent. Wade Denson, our guy. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Miguel Lopez is going to the Yankees. So the Yankees got a reliever. 90 overall. He had a .45 ERA last year. Only 40 innings, but that's still dominant. Carrasco's going to the Mariners. Walker Buehler's going to the Cardinals. Perfect. Go to the National League. 7 years, $186 million. Good for you, Walker. Thank you very much for your time with the Blue Jays. Helped us win 2 titles. Thank you. Ryan McMahon is going to the Padres. Eloy, he got that big-time deal. 6 years, $113 million. He hit $299 with 30 home runs last year. So shout out to Eloy. That's a little higher average than what he normally did with us, but that's an Eloy year. Magdal's going to the Rays. Interesting. 7 years, $177 million. Juan Soto's going to the Tigers. Denson is going to the freaking Red Sox. Nathaniel Lowe's going to the Orioles. Freddie Peralta's to the Phillies. Michael Lorenzen's to the Giants. Corey Ray's the Tigers. So let's see. So we're still waiting on Luke Hudson. Our budget's negative. I actually might move Jack Flaherty. What do we have? So who could I put in? We have, Pearson could maybe get that chance. He's been consistently slightly above average to average. But we do have so many guys. Hudson, I don't know. We could, if we put those 2 guys together, we might be able to get a superstar. And the thing is, because Flair's making $24 million, we can take back some money. Now, we do need to save some money. Ooh, Walker Buehler. No, I'm just kidding. But if there's a guy out there who has a slightly better contract, maybe making $20 to $22 million. Whoa! Adrian Morgan, I don't know. Oh, he's actually been terrible. Never mind. He's a 91 overall, making $5 million for the next 4 years. But if you're awful, I have no desire. All right, Francis Martez. He hasn't really been that good. Career 5.21 ERA. Barrios is making $30 million. Not what we're looking for. Garrett Cole's in the final year of his deal, but he hasn't really been that good, and that kind of defeats the purpose. I'm looking for a guy who maybe is Chris Paddock, he's only got 2 years remaining. He's been pretty solid. Now, they can't do it for money. We have to take on money back. But we might be able to find... That doesn't even get it to work. All right, they don't have the money. Hashimoto, he's 26 years, only 1 year of service time. They can't do it for money, obviously. But let's talk. Oh, they really like Peter Hudson. I don't understand why. We have to take money. We have to trade money. We don't have the money to get him. It's fucking crazy. We have no money. You know what? Let's do this. If I just trade Jack Flaherty for prospects, there's nothing. Let's go get some relievers. Maybe we can, because I want that kid. They are okay with trading Hashimoto. I'm shocked. A potential. He's 20. Now, he is kind of old already. He's 26 for only 1 year of service time, but he's pitched really good. Now, his innings were only 173. He struck out 195, only walked 40, a 2.86 ERA. So I think, now we need to clear up some money. So let's get some relievers with Jack Flaherty, and hopefully we can save 10-ish million. Stanek, he pitched really well. Matt Bowman didn't pitch well. Wandy Peralta, final year of his deal. He's a lefty who pitched really well. I wish I could see. Okay, the Cubs have money, so we take on Festa, who pitched all right. They don't have a ton, but he's pretty good. And maybe we can get a prospect. Or I can get Ullman, who did pitch really well last year. Let's do that. That saves us $21 million, which is big. Festa's got 4 years of time on his contract. He already is 32. He's not young. Ullman is 29, only 1 year of service time, so he's going to be cheap, and he's already signed. So we got some cheap-ish relievers, and they're both right-handed. That kind of is unfortunate. But we do move on from Jack Flaherty, but I can get a stud pitcher back in a separate trade, and now we're going to have money. So this is perfect. So Hudson gets a chance to pitch, and I will throw in, let's see, I'll give him Huerta as well. No, I'm actually giving them a little bit more than they want, but I can probably get something back-ish. Jose Castillo is a lefty. He did struggle, but I'll take a chance on him because I don't think we have many lefties. Bradley's right-handed. Yee is right-handed. Taylor's right-handed. Mascara's right-handed. Castillo is left-handed. He's one of the few. So we need a lefty. So I think Castillo, even though he didn't pitch well, I'll take a chance on him. And it's only got 2 years left on his contract. It's only 4.6. But we get that big-time reliever. They get a third baseman. And they get, they don't really need him. But Carmine can play also first. They really don't need him. But hey, they want him. Take him. And then we get that big-time pitcher who's very cheap. And that really gave us some flexibility to budget now moving forward. So next offseason, we only got Brendan, Bradley, McGuire as free agents. And I already have, I'm not sure if Herring will be ready by next offseason to be our starter every day at catcher. But then we can also rock Nito as a backup. I don't want him to be a catcher every day. That's just terrible for your defense, but he's definitely can be a backup. So let's continue with the offseason. Just make sure no one new became eligible for the Rule 5 draft that we got. No one did. Dylan Cousins is a Met. There's a trade. Hashimoto's going to us. Carmine and Hudson. So they got some two big-name players. Festa, there's that trade for. We also got the other reliever for Jack Flaherty. So we got two relievers and flexibility and money. Nick Wickren's going to the Padres. Thomas Nito's going to the Reds. Beatty's a Rocky. Miranda Gonzalez is going to the Orioles. We're into the 40-man. Carson Kelly's going to the Padres. Okay. We have two too many, so let's just get rid of some dead weight in the minors. Some older players who are like 20-something, like 28. Or like any deep potentials. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's continue with the offseason. Mets interested in a trade. Andrew Simmons, who's a closer, which we have a bunch of. I'm okay with trading one if it makes sense, for Everett Calderon. So Simmons is 21 years old, B potential, great mullet. So just keep that in mind. He throws right-handed. Calderon is worst overall, older, and a worse potential. What are you doing? DJ Stewart's going to the Nationals. Bonifacio's a Brewer. And Andrew Knapp is a Marlin. Tim Locastro's a Met. Okay. Nick Sense is going to the Rangers. Nice pickup for the Rangers. Hit 28 home runs last year. Brandon Lowe is a White Sox. Nolan Gorman's going to the Red Sox. Are making moves. Liberatore's going to the Brewers. Armenteros is going to the Red Sox. Damn it. Shane Baz is a Tiger. Shane McClanahan is a Pirate. Tyler Wade is an Athletic. There's a bunch of names moving. Brett Honeywell is a Giant as well. And Baez is a Dodger. Hunter Henry's an Astro. Jeez, so many moves. Rule 5 draft, 28th pick in it. The Red Sox are the 5th pick, so they were not good last year. I don't think we're going to take anyone. We really don't need anything. I'll just see if there's anything that just makes no sense. Like, we don't even need a backup catcher, really. I want to say maybe a lefty reliever, but now that we have Castillo, I think we have some young guys. Oh, did what's his face sign? Did Hudson sign? He did. Perfect. So our budget is, we are at slightly negative, but I think that's fine. Chris Shaw got traded for Hunter Harvey, who just got traded or signed, and Greg Bird, who's amazing. Kopech is a Philly. Brady Singer is a Diamondback. All right, let's finish that. Go to the regular season. Let's get the lineups and everything all set. And see, our budget's negative $104,000. That might actually be an issue when we come to our draft picks. So if we need to just dump a salary, we got some relievers for making a little bit, but I think we'll be fine. International, Scott retire. We have 2 international and no West. So we need a West scout. There we go. And let's take a look at the pitching rotation. Hashimoto, I guess, will be our ace. Burkett, Bauer, Campos, Nate Pearson. I want Castillo in the rotation instead of Pearson. We got Brian Yee, who's 27. He's going to be a rookie. Castillo, Yolman, Festa, Bourbon, and Bradley. So a lot of young guys. Bradley's 33, but Bourbon's 25. Festa's one of the guys we got. Yee's 27. Castillo's, actually, it's not as young. A lot of the young guys are still in the minors. But that's fine. The lineup. Brennan, what is going on here? So we don't have any backup outfielders, so we need that. Can Edwards? No, he cannot. Probably send out, even though Nito can hit. He can play left. And Naylor. Vlad can play right. I think we're fine. I think we're fine for the bench, because Hudson's also an outfielder too. So, but we got to move some stuff around. I want Bruno leading off, Brendan bat second, Vlad, Olsen, Hudson, Tatis, Calzado, Delgadio, Reese McGuire. I'll have Delgadio bat ninth. That's a stacked freaking lineup. 98, 99, 99, 93, 90, 91, 90, 88, 80. Jeez, it's a stacked lineup. All right, let's get this all set. So who is sitting? Delgadio in the versus National League sits. That's fine for now. That may change if he has a killer year, but for now, that makes sense. Okay, and one more time doing this. And then we will just check to make sure, we'll do that at the beginning of the next episode. We'll make sure all the minor league rosters and lineups are all set. We will check just to see where we are in terms of standings and top prospects, which we probably are number 1 in standings. Yep. First in speed, first in content, first in power, 7th in pitching, 4th in defense. Freaking wagon. And the division, other than the Red Sox, doesn't look that good. Top prospects, We have the number 1 prospect. However, he's on the Major League roster, so that he's going to be gone. Let's see. Anyone else that we must have some others? I know we do. Herring, our not backup, but soon to be catcher in the future. He is at 15. We have Christopher Reyes, a starter, is at 19. Carmine Rivera is still in the system. He's at 20. Let's see. Darius Taylor is at 27 as a reliever. Herschel Raines is a starter is at 29. Oh, wow. Oh, I thought those were all one team. The Rangers and the Twins logos look very similar, but that's so impressive for the Twins there. Fernando Ramirez, another starter, is at 35. Mitch Donaldson, a closer, is at 41. And that's it. So, now Sean Ramirez, that guy that you guys are saying we should have him play at first. We got Matt Olson instead. He still hasn't made the bigs yet, but I think this year he's going to be in the bigs. So, I don't know. That's it for the video. So, actually, if you guys want to see this real quick before we end it, I kind of like doing this every couple episodes. Kind of see how we built this team. So, you can see Reese McGuire. We didn't get him in a trade, but he was on the team already. So, Archie Bradley, we traded for him in 2018. We drafted in the 2018 draft Luke Hudson in the 7th round. He averages 35 home runs a season. Bruno Armas was a first-round pick. He's a superstar, maybe a future Hall of Famer. Vlad, we didn't get him. He's just that's the way it's set up with him as a creative player. 2019 draft, Campos in the 6th round. He has 5 years of Major League service time. He's only 26. A 3.51 career ERA, a 1.31 career WHIP. Pretty good for a 6th-round pick. And the first round of that draft, we got the 99 potential. I think he's down to 98 in Delgadio. So he's on the bigs. We traded for Rudy Brennan in 2020. In 2020, in the first round, we took Robbie Nito, who is now in the bigs. I'm not sure what his future holds for us, but he's definitely a big-time big leaguer. We traded for Josh Naylor. In 2021, now this is 2026, if you're wondering what year we're currently on right now, David Bauer, we drafted in the 6th round. Last year, he pitched in the bigs as a 23-year-old rookie with a 3.8 ERA. Not bad for a rookie. So, not too bad. We traded for Bourbon, a closer. We traded for Brian Yee, a closer. In 2022, we traded for Brett Burkett, who ended up being, I think, Rookie of the Year last year, and Fernando Tatis. 2023, we signed a free agent there. Rule 5 draft. Trade for Matt Olson and Hashimoto and Castilla in 2025. And some other guys. I wish you could see how you got your top draft picks. But I know Champion's a good player. We got him in the 4th round we've done such a good job drafting late. In the 4th round, we got this guy in 2022. In the 8th round, now he's already 27 with a B potential, but that's not too bad in the 8th round of 2020. Herschel Raines is one of those top prospects in the 7th round of 2020. That's just really impressive, not going to lie. So, I think that will now do the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy this. Please drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Regular season, next episode, and then hopefully we're going to be in the playoffs and go for that 3P. I'll see you then, boys. Take it easy. Peace.